Now we got the glove box. Swing it around. Here's trimmer for you, Battle.
Oi, Battle. Old 64 here. Today, we're going to do a video on my Ford F-150. Let's check it out.
There it is, my daily driver 2020 F-150. It's got the little 2.7 liter EcoBoost in it, the 10R80 automatic transmission, and it's a pretty good truck. I've mentioned before to friends that if it had a 4.9 liter straight six in it from yesteryear that Ford made, then it'd be a little bit less wimpy or a little bit less egregious. But of course, then it would probably only get 13 or 14 miles of the gallon. And I can get over 20 miles of the gallon with this, driving it back and forth to work. So today I need to change the air filter. Last time I had the oil changed at the dealer, they said that the air filter is past due. I had 7 or 8 free oil changes with the dealer. I think I still have 3 or 4 left. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the old air filter, and then we'll do a comparo to the new one. We'll install the new air filter, and then we might do the same for the cabin air filter. Here's the air filter box. We just undo those clips. Too easy. Pull it up and forward. There we go. Take it out. Yeah, that's dirty. It's time to replace it. Here we are on the passenger side of my 2020 F-150, and I wanted to show you how to do the cabin filter, and I have to say that it is quite difficult. And I know there are people out there that are laughing, but the reason I say it's difficult on this Lariat truck is this piece right here that fits on the dash before you use your 7mm socket to get access to the cabin air filter compartment. And thankfully I didn't damage this trim, but these tabs are very poorly engineered, and you need to be careful when you do this because this trim piece could easily be damaged. I saw plenty of other YouTube videos out there, and they were talking about $50 plus air filters. Well, I didn't pay that much for my cabin air filter, but if you're not a good technician, if you're not good at turning a wrench, then this is something you might want to get somebody else to do, because this trim piece could easily be damaged, and that would definitely be a bummer. I'm sure it's like $500 from Ford, so be forewarned. You can see the dash. I already moved that trim piece that I told you about. This right here, I'm not gonna put it back on and then remove it with the magic of video editing, because that's a Ford part that is no doubt very expensive. So this piece of rubber right here fits over the wood trim, and that pulls out easy. It's clipped on. And then the wood trim would be right here, so you'd use your gentle pry tool and you put it underneath and you pry up, and you hope to God that it doesn't break, because it's fragile plastic. There are 7mm heads right here that we can take off, but we need to take everything out of the glove box, and then on the passenger side there's a small plastic guide rail for the glove box that you pull out of the receptacle hole, and then there are 2 piece of plastic that you push in and then it falls down. This right here is what you have to pull out of the slot. So let's go ahead and use our 7mm socket and get access to the cabin air filter door, the cabin air filter compartment. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. There's the first one. When I had the oil changed recently, with the free oil change, they brought me an air filter and a cabin air filter, and they said, see, these are dirty. You need to change them. I've never been a professional technician, but I think it's a ploy to try to get customers to get a high-priced filter that dealerships do, because they wouldn't pay their technician the time to remove the engine air filter or the cabin air filter and then show the customer. And if the customer said, oh no, well, I'll just do it, then that's dead time that they're not going to pay for. So probably they have an air filter or a cabin air filter on hand that's extra dirty that they can show to customers. I don't know if that's dishonest. I guess you can answer that for yourself. I got the other 7mm screw out. This just snaps in place. Nice. Make sure you don't pull it out too forcefully, because we have this electrical connector right here. And again, I didn't damage it, but move that guy out of the way. We got this piece out of the way. And now this honeycomb structure back here is the door to the cabin air filter. And it comes off. Didn't destroy it. That's good, old 64. And then there's the cabin air filter that you just pull on out. There we go. And then we see it says air, and the arrow is pointing down. So that one is sort of nasty. Dirtier than the one that the guy showed me at the dealership. So like I said, when they show you a filter at the dealership, that's not the one from your car. They've pulled it out and they say, hey, look at how nasty this is. Probably they should use this one. Like I said, it's even dirtier. So let's go ahead and do a comparo, and then we'll install the new ones. Here's the old engine air filter, and then here's the new engine air filter. You can see this part number right here, 49883. Also, check out down below, because I'll give you the Motorcraft part number. You can see that this one's pretty nasty. Yeah, there's a little bit of nastiness that falls out of it. So I'll go ahead and unbox the new one. Here's the new one. You can see it's a little bit beefier, a little bit higher quality. I don't know if this was a Motorcraft filter or if this was just an auto parts store filter. I've never changed the filter before on the truck. So we'll go ahead and install this new one. Let's check out the cabin air filter too. Here's the cabin air filter battle. This one's pretty nasty. Like I said, it was nastier than the one that they showed me at the dealership. I'm not convinced that they actually remove the filters and show customers. That would be wasted time in case the customer says, no, I'll do it myself like I did. Even a good trained technician, that's still 5 minutes of his time. This is the old one. Here's the new one. You can see the part number, Fox Papa 92, FP92. Actually, I ordered this from an online dealer on the international shopping website. You know the one. And they said that this was FP79. I had read on forums that FP79 is desirable over the FP92, that the 79 is a little bit beefier. It came in the mail and it was a 92. And actually, the 79 is no longer available, or it's no longer made. So if you see one for sale out there and you double check, then it's new old stock. These FP92s work just fine though. So I sort of thought that it was false advertising on the part of the seller, but if you scroll down to the bottom, it does say that it's an FP92, even though the title says FP79. So, oh well. At least it was cheaper than in town. There it is. Compare. Nice and new, ready to go. Old and dirty and nasty. And check right here. The arrow points down when we put it in the truck. Let's head out there and do the install. So here's the filter, 49883. Lift this guy up. Put this guy in there. Don't get it 90 degrees out, Battle. It won't fit. Ask me how I know. So now, got it in there. There we go, Battle. You just got to hold your tongue right. And then these guys are too easy. Click. Click. It's in there. Make sure that there's no filter that you can see back here, or you're going to have a vacuum leak. And then the computer on your truck is going to wig out. You don't want that. All right, let's go get the cabin air filter in. Here's the air filter. You see the Ford? It's upside down. That's the way it goes in. Airflow towards the floorboard so you can read Ford. Too easy, right, Battle? You just got to hold your tongue right, Battle. Here's the air filter housing. You like the slots on the bottom. Rotate it forward. Excellent. I do not like those clips, Battle. Be very careful. It could get damaged. You click it up in there. First 7mm, second 7mm screw. Well, you saw, if you saw my second video with my 96 Oldsmobile 98, there were those clips. I damaged the window switch, so you got to be careful. I don't know if it's preferable to damage something in a newer car or an older car, because I still haven't found one of those in the salvage yard. But then I haven't been actively looking. Of course, a new vehicle, and it's very expensive. All right, Battle. This guy that I pulled out, all the tangs are there. There we go. Be very, very careful. You got this guy. Nice old 64. 2% roll. There we go. And then the glove box.
Oops, I don't know what happened to this video, but here's the hinge of the glove box in my Ford F-150. Mission accomplished. So, Battle, what do you think? Do dealers actually have dirty filters on hand that they show customers to try to get sales? Tell us in the comments down below. Please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you next time, Battle.
Okay, Battle, there it is. The 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. Nice. Well, I got that fail.